some of the guys who haven't gotten a lot of playing time this season might play on Wednesday against Charleston in the Open Cup. You're one of those guys that have one appearance. Are you expecting to at least make the 18 on Wednesday?
I'm hoping so. I mean, go into every game hoping that you're in the 18, no matter who you're playing or what the competition is. So I know a lot of the guys that haven't got a lot of playing time will be eager to get out there and hope that they get the call. So we'll just have to see what lineup Tata decides to put out and see how it goes. So.
Is it difficult when you just came back from Argentina? yesterday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. When you haven't gotten a lot of playing time to try to come in and integrate yourself into the lineup and get a result in a knockout tournament game.
Yeah, there's challenges, and there's knockout games is not something that I've really played much in, so especially in a professional environment. So there'll be new challenges coming, and I know the team will adapt well. We became pretty good at adapting to challenges, so we'll just have to see how it goes and take whatever they can throw at us. So.
How many family members are you going to have going this?
Probably quite a few. I think my whole family's coming out, and then my grandparents will probably be here too. So
6, 7? Is
that 8?
8.
Yeah.
All right, 8 tickets. Okay.
Were you familiar with the U.S. Open Cup kind of growing up and with the?
Yeah, I watched it quite a bit. Not as much as MLS, just because not as many games. But I remember watching Seattle and other teams kind of playing it, especially in their expansion year. I know they made a run. I think they might have won it actually in their expansion. I'm not sure, but I remember watching them in their expansion season. So hopefully we can do the same in our expansion year. So.
Now the Silverbacks posted a couple of upsets in the Open Cup in their years. Is that something that anyone here has mentioned as just a need to really stay focused against Charleston, even though they won't have Romario? They're still a dangerous team.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you kind of play a team from a lower division, they're up for the game. This is the games that they kind of live all season for. So, I mean, they're going to give it their all, and they didn't come here to lose. So, I mean, they're going to give it a hard fight, and they're going to put a strong team out. And they're a good, organized defensive team, and they always make it challenging. We played them in preseason. It was a challenging, close game. So they're always up for the fight.
And you played on loan with them both last year and once this year?
No, I haven't played.
Not this year. But what kind of team are they, if you want to give people a scouting report on Charleston?
They're good. They're a smart, organized team. I mean, they know their role, and they play well, and they have a couple guys that are dangerous on the counterattack. And I know we assume that's kind of how they're going to line up, is they're going to be organized defensively, especially first 20 minutes, and try to hit us on the counterattack. And we got to be wary of that. I know Romario won't be here, who's a good, solid player, but I mean, they got a deep team. They have Porto and them to come in and be able to have a dangerous little counterattack game. So,
what's your expectation for yourself if you're in the 11 or the 18 on Wednesday?
Just play well and be able to hopefully get a goal or an assist or something like that, and contribute to the team as best I can, and just be able to play well and enjoy the atmosphere.
Have you played here before, a soccer game?
No, I have not. I grew up watching the Atlanta beat a few times here when I was little, but they haven't been around in a while, so I haven't been here in a little bit. So
they still have a plaque in the locker room for an Atlanta beat locker room down there.
Really? I haven't been in the locker room yet, so.
Andrew, for fans that might just kind of be diving into MLS, how do you explain this, where you're in your league schedule, and then all of a sudden you kind of take a foot out of it to play in a totally different tournament?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I mean, a lot of us have kind of our eyes on the MLS game, and then you just come in a midweek game and have a cup game, and so it's a little bit difficult, which is nice to have a deep roster, because, I mean, you're going to have to be playing game in the weekend, and then a midweek, and then another weekend game. So this is whenever the team's depth kind of comes into play, and be able to have 30 guys to be able to be ready to go at all times. So,
is it a nice break or a mental break to get away from the MLS kind of grind and do something a little different?
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a fresh start. I mean, everybody's on level playing field every time you step on the field in a cup game, and so it kind of gives everybody a good shot at making a run at the title, so we'll have to see how it goes.
And you were saying, 8 or so family members. I've heard people like beg, borrowing, and stealing for tickets to this game. How'd you do it? Do you have to bargain with teammates or anything like that?
They have season tickets,
okay.
So they were kind of get the first shot at the tickets, I guess, and so they went in and got as much as they could. So
glad they made it.
What's next on your schedule?
Huh?
I mean, what's next on your schedule? You've been bouncing between U.S. national team and this. What's coming up for you after Atlanta United?
As far as Atlanta
your
United,
next youth appearance, your next youth national team appearance.
We have a couple of international trips in August, just little tournaments to be able to prepare for the World Cup in October. So we got a couple of little tournaments in August, but we get a little bit of a break during the summer to kind of stay home and be in the teams, and for the other guys just be able to get a little break because they just finished up in residency. So we get a little bit of time off, and then we'll get back into it in August.
Because you haven't really been able to stick or stay with one team for more than a month. Right?
Yeah,
You've been
it's kind of
bouncing
back and forth.
So this has got to be, I guess, a little bit nice. You get to stay home.
Yeah, it'll be nice to be able to be kind of here for a month or two to be able to get in the team regularly. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Anything else?